Hold up. Before you go any further, look below and click the subscribe button. Hello, everyone. Thank you for jumping in on Sustainable Growth. We are excited because we have, had another interview. We have partnered with Dr. Michaelene Holder March, who is doing the Caribbean Global Awards in London. And some of her guests and awardees have agreed to do an interview, and we are speaking to one of them today, Dr. Joy Vaughn. And she is currently right now located in Florida, but she will be in London to take part in this amazing event. So thank you so much, Dr. Joy, for coming on and chatting with us today.
Perfectly welcome, and thank you, Melissa, for having me. This is quite an honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. So tell us a little bit about, the connection between you and the Caribbean Global Awards.
Okay, so my journey, of course, I'm from Barbados originally, and so is Michaelene. She has roots in Barbados,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're all Caribbean. It's a Caribbean conversation that we've been part of, I guess, since childhood. And so when we were putting together this global summit for International Global Summit, not only for Caribbean people, but for people all over the world, her name came up as one of the movers and shakers and influencers who could certainly speak to businesses, particularly about business risk and loss. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's my connection to really move the needle for businesses, not only in the Caribbean, but throughout the world, in terms of what's next. Because it's all about resilience, Melissa, and the ability to pivot and pivot quickly because you see the way things are going, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you're either on the ship or you're not.
Yes, ma'am.
So, my connection to the Caribbean conference is really family first, as always, and then business. Family, friends, business, relationships.
Wow, that is so important. And, even though we're talking about the Caribbean Global Wars, that's, anywhere that you go of building those relationships and nurturing those relationships. And, again, it just proves the point that regardless of where you are, what you're doing, or how you're doing it, it always goes back to building those relationships and those connections. So with with the Caribbean Global Awards, what are your thoughts about it? How excited are you about attending this event?
I am so excited because look, there are so many people from Caribbean descent who are doing amazing things, amazing accomplishments. We don't hear about them. We don't even know
Yeah.
about them.
Hmm.
So this gives an opportunity to celebrate who we are, celebrate our accomplishments, and also let people know, hey, we're here to stay, and we're here to move the needle forward.
Yeah, that is so important. And with these events, is it anyone that you are expecting to see or just excited to see once you attend this event?
No, I want to meet all of them. I want to meet everybody. And I'm so excited. Just bring it on, right? Because
Yeah.
you never know. Melissa, here's the cool part, right?
Hmm.
Right now, we are extremely global.
Yeah.
The pandemic has
Hmm.
even brought us closer. So it's time to take advantage of that. It's time for us to move out of our comfort zone and
Hmm.
connect with people whom we would not normally connect with. And boy, once the connection is made, there is amazing synergy. And then let God do his perfect work in the middle of that. Make sense?
So many possibilities, so many
Yes.
possibilities. It's all about not only who you're connecting to, but it's just being strategic. So many people,
Yes.
want to get connected just to say, hey, I'm connected to this person, but why? um making sure that there's you're being strategic about it and not just going in with your hand out. How can we work together? How can we partner? What can we do to help each other? And just continue building that relationship. Some relationships have turned into some very, very long-term friendships. And then some are smaller, and that's okay. But, really making those connections and having an event of this magnitude and getting as much recognition and noticed by so many that, hey, here's something that's finally here to recognize and give us the recognition that we've been wanting, because I've been doing, whatever in the community or helping other organizations. And not that you're doing it to get recognized, but to be recognized is something to really be proud about, and to be able to show that accomplishment that someone recognized the things that I have been doing.
Yes.
So, with that, how many people are you hearing that's like, oh, wow, it's finally here?
Oh, well, it's the buzz is certainly buzzing, right? For want of a better word. And it's, you work so hard to bring something like this to the table, right? To the forefront. And I don't want to underestimate the amount of work it takes to launch a summit like the Caribbean Summit or the Global Resilience Summit that's coming up right after that in October 9th, 10th, and 11th, which Michaelene will be part of, by the way. She's actually speaking. So
wow.
it takes something. And people see the glory, but they don't know the story. They don't know the ups and downs, the ins and outs, the pitfalls, the heartbreak, the heartache that goes along when you think things are going the right direction. And then all of a sudden, there's a letdown and the disappointment. And this is where you have to pick yourself up off the ground, Melissa, and you got to keep going. Like I always said, man proposes, God disposes, but he's always the right time.
Come on now. We finna have some church today. Come on.
It's Sunday.
Yes, ma'am. And look, for I high five you if I was right there in the room with you. I mean, you are so right. Absolutely right. I love it. I love it. So, what would you leave it with to say why you should attend this event, and why is it so important for you to be a part of it, whether it's virtually or in person?
You want to attend this event because, number one, it will elevate you, expand your knowledge, expand your reach, expand just who you are as a person. That's the first thing. The second reason you want to attend this event is to really get present to who we are as a community of Caribbean movers and shakers and influencers globally, not just in our own little backyard. And the third reason you want to attend this event, it's just the right thing to do. That's it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Joy, for coming on and just giving us a really quick snippet of the Caribbean Global Awards, why people need to attend, and your excitement of attending that event. I mean, if you don't feel the excitement through, the screen, then I don't know what to tell you, because it's going to be an amazing event, and you will get to meet people like Dr. Joy Vaughn. Thank you so much for jumping on.
Wait.
Thank you so much.
God bless. Thank you so much, Melissa. Take care.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye. Follow us on our Instagram at Savvy Mag Biz, and on our YouTube channel, Savvy the Business Podcast. Thank you for joining us on Savvy the Business Podcast. If you want to be a guest, send an email to media@savvymag.biz. That's media@savvymag.biz. Don't miss out on the opportunity to be heard by millions.